get to the gym.
Okay. So then I feel fine spending my time of doing what we think is the optional Celestial Tower this while you're doing that.
I did grind my team off screen.
All my guys are 39 right now, but I'm gonna try to. I think what I'm gonna do is dump the Provo Pass and catch LGM to round out my team. I was thinking of trying to get Skarmory. I think LGM would be cool. What happened to your stream? Is it just like lagging or?
I took it out for a second.
Oh.
I also need to re-add the snowballs input device real quick. No, I was just making sure that I had everything together because I just kind of started off that thinking. So, that's all.
Molly is currently watching a Fruits Basket. They're doing virtual cons all weekend. So Molly's watching a Q&A with the Fruits Basket VA cast.
I'm having an ASMR stream over here.
Hello everyone, this is an ASMR stream.
I'm eating Pringles on stream.
It's like when Ali Orville does the ASMR turns.
Oh, I'm saving my point for a rant.
I play a land for a turn. I attack for 4. They're just really funny. They're just I find the ASMR turns really funny.
I'm just gonna go attempt the gym real quick. Because I have all level 39s too.
Yeah.
I think that's high enough level to be able to do the gym, but I believe you have to do Celestial Tower in the end anyway.
Well, you have to go to Celestial Tower because Juniper's at the bottom, and that was the last thing I did last part. But I don't remember if you have to actually go up Celestial Tower or if it's optional. So I'm just going to go up it and pretend that it's not, even if it is.
Yeah. I always forget that I have to re-add the noise suppression filter every time I change computers.
Wait, it makes you re-add the suppression filters?
To be fair, it's having me do it because...
Because if it's making you do it because you...
Noise gate.
It's usually noise gate is the one that you do?
That one basically just means if I it won't capture anything else I speak, right?
If there's a background noise that's kind of low, it won't catch it. It's trying to not catch anything that's not your voice. What the noise gate does.
Cool. I did the wrong one last time.
So that's why there's a TV in the background and you can't hear it.
My hand is in this Pringles can.
That's why I really enjoy the noise gate, because I literally can be like, I am playing, like Molly is watching TV and you cannot hear it. At least on OBS. You might be able to on Discord a bit, because Discord doesn't have the same noise gate capabilities, but you definitely can't hear it. Can't hear it on OBS.
Yeah, I can faintly hear it in Discord, but...
Yeah, just... OBS is just like nothing, like it's flat when I'm not talking, which is what the idea of having the noise gate does.
I like as you get further and further in this gym, the wind things go faster and faster.
The wind thing's annoying, honestly. So
my trick was to use it to my advantage. So like, if I knew it was about to blow and I wasn't gonna make it in time, I'd just let it knock me to the back wall.
Yeah, I think
so, like right here, I get to right in front of this thing because it can't blow me any further.
Yeah. I think we're at the point of this game where I originally quit because Embor pissed me off so much. I have gone back and beaten this, but I've only beaten this once, so like this is the one I don't remember that well, at least this far in now.
Battle listening. Yeah.
I'm super excited to be using Azumarill this time too.
Arkin. So I did do some grinding off screen. I forgot to update the overlay, but I'll do it in a sec.
Oh, did your gel tech evolve?
Mm-hmm. Pretty early on in the grinding, honestly. Captain Insano is now Galvantula.
I really want Aqua Jet for this Azumarill really bad. Because Aqua Tail is so good.
I'm honestly tempted to pull my stream down for 2 seconds so I can update the overlay that I forgot to do. Because for some reason when I'm streaming, OBS will not like let me actually edit things for some reason. Like, or if it does, it's really slow.
It might be because it's your old computer.
Oh. That could be it.
Look, it's an Espeon.
I thought my Galvantula like one of the most busted moves I could learn.
What?
Electro Ball, because it's real fast.
Yeah, it seems really good.
Why does this thing keep hitting these detects?
I kind of cheese Electro Ball with fuck, I can't remember the name of the Pokemon that I'm using now.
I used to do it with the day, and
oh, I just cheese it with Ampharos by always paralyzing the thing before I try to hit it with it.
Yeah, that's what I did with the Dene and Raichu. You would use Nuzzle, because Nuzzle guaranteed paralyzes and deals damage.
Yeah.
And then you'd Electro Ball them, because they would never be faster than you, so the damage would be insane. Yeah, it's just not letting me at it for some fucking reason.
That's really weird. The only bad news about Celestial Tower is, like, again, we gotta deal with the insane encounter rate. She is basically a mirror image of Momiji. With no German accent.
Yes. Yeah, she speaks.
I gotta refix burn if I'm gonna come tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I have to do a lot of things. But I end up just doing half of it while you're
here. Yeah. Because it's still like half in legacy form, because Tyler was like, please don't play Shadow against this deck, you're not gonna have fun. And I was like, okay.
Fair.
He was like,
tomorrow afternoon now.
He was like, low key, I'm just gonna dumpster you. And I'm like, yeah.
I have no idea. I just forgot to tell him to come for the afternoon because, like, I don't know how else to word it. It's just like it's probably better he does anyway. He gets to watch his super hyperactive goddaughter.
She's not that.
No, she's just full of energy now.
The
kid's like all over the place.
She's hyperactive.
Well, I'm saying hyperactive as in like she just wants to keep going and going.
That sounds like
well,
a
not
child.
like any diseases or anything. Any like mental things or anything. I'm just saying like she's just very hyper.
It sounds like a child.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot there was a breeder.
Uh-huh.
I went back to heal because like I'm ridiculous about healing. I go back and heal way too often.
I'm like that when I just want to get something done and I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah.
Which tends not to be how I play on stream.
Well, because I'm just like, well, this Pokemon's down. What if I end up needing it during this run? Well, it's gonna suck if I don't have it. I gotta go back and heal. Hey, look, discharge. We can finally get. Do I get rid of Volt Switch? Probably.
You're joking me. I'm so mad.
What? Oh, did you fall back?
I did, but thankfully it only took me to the box. Damn it. I'm just trying to get to that pit again. Because I got to the pit before.
Yeah, the pit was a bit confusing at first.
Well, there's a pit right up there, and I was trying to more or less figure out which one of the paths I'm supposed to take to get to Skyla.
Or because you're supposed to go to the right, you're supposed to go to the left most of the second or third path, and then just let the wind carry you to where that pilot is. If you know what I mean. You know what
That is bullshit.
You know what I mean, Ryan?
What?
So you're supposed to go to like so you're supposed to go to like that. So you're supposed to. The way to do it is to take a break right in the green part in the upper right hand corner, in the upper left hand corner, and then go on the second one. Then sprint all the way to the left, and then just let the wind carry you to where that pilot is.
Aye, aye, aye.
Oh, there's a leaf stone in the grass. I need a firestone, and I hope we get the firestone at the place that we're going. I really need the firestone for Growlithe really bad. Growlithe's starting to lag behind a bit as far as its power level.
I ultimate Skyla.
Oh, you were just trying to skip the trainer.
Oh, I was, yeah.
Where's Paz? I wonder where Paz is.
Me too.
She doesn't care about us anymore.
Accurate. I'm about to message her though.
Be like, Paz, where are you? She's probably modding for Morgan, honestly. I think Morgan's on. Let me check.
So at some point throughout that, by the way,
Yeah.
my thing for Galvantula finally opened.
What thing?
The add source box.
Well, no, Morgan's not on. I thought Morgan was on. Are you just sweeping the gym with Galvantula right now?
Tempting. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't really know how else I'm supposed to do the gym. Like, if Galvantula dies, it's kind of like I have to switch out to Espeon or Sableye, and then hope they can do it. Because Lucario can't.
To be fair,
Shuada is in a good position.
to be fair, Sableye is in a pretty good position because a lot of them are like part normal types, and they have some sort of normal move most of the time.
To be fair, Sableye was pretty well positioned for this entire game.
Yeah. Sableye is really well positioned for the Elite Four. Like, holy shit, you just get to dumpster 3 out of 4 of them with him.
Yeah. Grimsley is one I have a harder time with, but even then I have Lucario.
Yeah.
And Galvantula because Bug is randomly strong against Dark. It's funny because the ones that I'm like kind of iffy about, being Marshall and Grimsley, I just happen to have two other Pokemon on my team that also bodied their Pokemon.
I'm a bit worried about Grimsley right now, but like I have Zoroark to take care of the ghost and the psychic type one. I have I'm gonna have LGM for Marshall. But I don't really have a fighting type or a bug type for Grimsley, so I'm imagining Grimsley is gonna cause me a bit of trouble.
So you know what my thought process when it comes to dark types is?
But
They're usually some of the easier types to deal with.
yeah.
For the literal sake that a lot of them are just like normal types, where it's like, even if you don't have something that's strong against it, as long as you're not using something that's not very effective to it, you're probably just gonna kill them anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that many actually like bulky dark types.
I wish one of my Pokemon like could learn Struggle Bug at least. I bet one of my Pokemon could learn Rock Smash, but Rock Smash kind of sucks. Or it could just have
Signal Beam.
Or I could just have Torterra like Earthquake everybody, or all of Grimsley's dark types, and they'll probably do a lot. Just curse up and then Earthquake a whole bunch. I imagine it's going to do a lot.
It should. Captain Insano.
Sorry, what?
This is Captain Insano.
Yeah.
Because that's the name of my Galvantula.
Oops.
I promise I'm almost done with the Pringles.
It's fine. Do whatever you want. You're the one who's behind me currently.
Am I?
I have finished the gym and I am in the tower, Celestial Tower.
I didn't think you beat the gym. I thought you were, you went there to grind.
No, I beat the gym. I have an Ampharos. The gym was not hard.
I have a Galvantula. It's still not hard.
I'll probably put Travis up front for right now. He is kind of struggling to stay ahead. Although, and then you just got like Gen 5s. The one thing like I hate in Gen 5, the horrible experience gains. And this gen, like in general, they're just horrible.
Man, it's just kind of a Pokemon thing though. Because in some generations they're awful, and other generations are great. I feel like in Gen 8 they were fine.
Yeah. Now in Gen 8 the gains are good, and the fact like a part of the reason why the gains are good in Gen 8 is because every Pokemon gets your gains on every Pokemon.
Well, that and randomly they added experience candies.
Yeah. Alright. Don't die to this assurance, and then you can reversal this Umbreon on Travis. Oh wait, no, I have reversal. I have reversal on Growlithe.
Yeah, that's the thing it learns for some reason. I know for you right now it's good. I'm just saying, like, for some reason that's the thing I learned.
Yeah. If I can keep reversal, like if I can keep reversal and like bite or crunch on Travis.
I believe Arcanine can learn close combat.
Aiko says not me.
It's nummy.
Okay. Crunch.
Skyla got cocky, sent out her Swanna second. Now it's up to her Skarmory.
Did Skarmory just get bodied? Oh yeah, it did.
It lived.
Yeah, it still got bodied.
Body bag.
It doesn't need to die right away for it not to get bodied.
I mean, it now outspeeds me. A little bit of a problem there.
A little bit.
Yeah, still killed it. Body bag.
Yuki is very much an introvert. Yuki is a sad, sad boy.
I'm a savage.
Oh, Shadow Claw, too. Shadow Claw's up here, Ryan.
Oh, that wasn't a butterfly. That was the
Four-leaf.
like red anger dot that they put in anime characters' faces.
Oh, okay. Shadow Claw, Ryan, is in the Celestial Tower. Hopefully one of my Pokemon can learn it until I find out they can't. Oh, wait. No, putting it on Zoroark is stupid.
Better I'll say
Because there's nothing it doesn't hit that Dark doesn't hit anyway, right? Yeah, my only Pokemon that can learn Shadow Claw is Zoroark. It seems like a waste of a move slot. Right, Ryan? When I can just use Night Slash. Am I talking to myself?
Yeah.
Ryan? Oh, there's the LGM I was trying to catch.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So what were you trying to tell me about Night Slash and Zoroark?
No, I was
and
saying
shit?
there's a Shadow Claw TM. There's the TM for Shadow Claw in the Celestial Tower.
Yeah, my response was, Sableye learned that while leveling up.
Okay.
Because Sableye has it in its level up moveset.
Yeah.
Sableye is such a weird Pokemon, because you look at it and you'd be like, why the hell is this thing a physical attacker?
And then, like,
And
you use
it
it, and you're
is.
like, wow, this Pokemon's nuts. Which name?
It's a physical attacker that ends up being better at, like, it's more of a tank, actually. Especially after you Mega Evolve it.
What should I nickname LGM?
Oh, Molder.
Space Boy.
Mulder?
Probably the X-Files.
Oh, it's a female, so I'll name it Scully.
I was gonna say either Astro Boy, like after that old anime,
Yeah. It's being named Scully.
or you should have named it E.T.
Let's ring the bell.
Bong!
Bang, bang, bong, bong.
Everybody dance now!
Oh, yeah. Towers. Oh, yeah. BT. So going up the tower is completely optional, it looks like.
That's what I thought. I'm literally just gonna go talk to Professor Juniper, and then I'm gonna head right back to Skyla, so we'll be about at the same spot.
Yeah, well, I'm happy I did it for the levels.
Yeah.
I say levels when I got like one level off of it. Do I have an escape rope? I do not.
Dude, I'm amazed at how good my Bant Nightfall deck is actually in Modern right now. Like, how good it at least feels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you look at it, it just looks like a random assortment of cards that, like, went out of date years ago.
I mean, it is. That's exactly what that is. There's a bunch of
You
cards.
know what? It's good. Gosh, at least it's a good deck, you know?
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
The what?
That it's actually good?
I mean, Banefall seems great. It's super funny when you just come up. My favorite part when you were doing that league was when you when your Shrine's opponent did some shit and you were like, okay, let's kill you with Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, well, my favorite one with that match was in like game 2, I think. They tapped out to play the Red Shrine,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, so you're dead? Because I had a Night of the Reliquary play, and I'm untapped and played Retreat, and then started comboing, and they conceded. Yeah, you are late, Pause. No.
It's fine,
We could have
Pause.
used your Pokedex knowledge like a little bit ago.
It's fine, Pause. We still appreciate you coming.
Yeah, we do. No, I'm not trying to sound disappointed. Been a long day. But so, you know what's been even better, Josh? And like, hear me out on this, because I know how bad this is going to sound. Josh, do you hear me?
What?
Do you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear the last thing you said, though.
Hold on.
She's so good, this Momiji. Oh my god.
She acts like Momochi.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably see if this works better.
Yeah, it's working a little better,
I
yeah.
actually think they have an accent.
So, you know it's been randomly better than normal Nightfall? has been?
What?
The random version with 2 cryptic commands and 2 Eternal Witnesses?
What?
I made Eternal
Oh,
Fall.
you're at the cottage. That makes sense. But your streams force me to watch at 630p, and Josh's stream forces me to watch at 720p. So literally, sorry, Pause. Like I have it at 720p because that's the best my internet I can handle.
I'm currently using my old computer because of this.
We're not good enough streamers to have. We're not good enough streamers, and we stream
To
at
have
bad.
fiber in our diet?
No, we stream at bad times for us to get quality options.
I was gonna say we just don't have fiber in our diet, like Hoogland says we should. But yeah. So the Eternal Fall version has been better. I know how weird that it sounds because it's like I shoved a random unplayable 4-mana instant in my deck with a not really unplayable 3-drop, but a pretty bad 3-drop in the retrospect of things.
Yeah.
And like the two of them together just like make the deck kind of even better.
Oh, you have to go in this building. Okay.
Which one? The
airport.
Yeah, I'm on my way back to the. I also just realized I could have flown.
I don't have a Pokemon. I don't have a flying type.
I do. It's called Swanna.
A lot of people who watched this scene away from anime only came away from it asking if Akito molested.
Like I was.
And I've never been able to get that out of my head since then.
One needs to. Yeah, let's go.
We're not popular enough streamers to have setting options. Pause. I'm sorry.
Come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go.
So I was really happy because I offered the villager Lily up on Twitter earlier because she knew she was popular. I got a message from someone saying that she had been looking all day because Lily was her sister's favorite villager. And it was 1 a.m. there, so she was about to give up, and it warmed my heart. You're such a good person, Pause.
At least there's some people on this planet like Buzz. I literally renamed a customer today to Karen.
Wait, did you call her Karen to her face?
No. As soon as she left, I turned around and I said her name was Karen and then inserted her last name. And my coworkers all started laughing because we all had it with her at that point. Coming in and yelling at us that our recycler is wrong. It's like, hey, listen. You know what the one thing that's never wrong in the bank is? The recycler.
Yeah, the counting machine, yeah.
Well, you guys never used that for my money before, because usually you bring 20 grand and we can't fit it in there. And I was told today, hey, we can fit it in there, go ahead and put it in. Which I said, okay, and I ran it through, and she's like, well, I don't trust that machine. I'm like, well, I don't trust you.
Well, you're not gonna literally sit there and count it.
I'm saying all this without saying names for reasons.
Yeah.
The exact words that we were told when we asked them where the money comes from, because they were doing this in off-season things too.
Yeah.
Like they did it a lot.
Yeah.
We were like, so where's this money coming from? And they're like, oh, it's under our mattress.
Eh.
And now we're like, is this drug money?
Eh. Oh yeah, because you're like required to like make us think about it if it's drug money.
If it's over 10K, we have to file a thing called a cash transaction report.
Yeah.
Or a currency transaction report.
Yeah.
When you file one, you have two categories of people. People that are exempt because they do more than like 5, I think it is, of those transactions a year.
Yeah.
These people are exempt because they do 10, or they do at least 12 a year.
Yeah.
However, we're still required to at least fill out the page saying who conducted the transaction, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
still
because they need to keep track of it. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right. Without actually like going deep on it, we have to get like a little bit of information if we can.
Yeah. So even though I don't do that, I still have to be trained on that.
Yeah. So it's a big thing in banking.
Yeah. Yeah. So because
we filed one of those ones, and that was the answer we got about where the money is coming from.
Under the mattress.
Yep. And then they wonder why like we don't trust them ever. They wonder why we sit there and ask them like 50 questions. It's like, hey, if you weren't so sketchy about, I don't know, everything, we wouldn't be asking you these questions.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, how do you feel about Rotom?
Rotom's cool.
I think we can catch a Rotom.
I already have an electric type, though. I don't want to change out Ampharos because it has Paz's name.
I was considering getting it just because of the versatility of it, but I also need one more team member still, and I would rather fill that slot than go get an Ampharos. As dumb as it sounds, I almost just want to go get an ice type, but I don't think there's any good ice types for me to grab right now.
Yeah.
Actually, going to Reversal Mountain, there might be. I had to heal because I hadn't healed since the gym.
Oops.
Well, like, nothing died. In fact, Galvantula was still shitting on everything. So I keep reading to take it out of the front position.
Spoink! Fucking Spoink. I love Spoink. It's so stupid, but I love Spoink.
Shift gears, Uncle Bob!
She's definitely she's so cute. Why can't I get away from a Pokemon 5 levels lower than me? Hi there, family. You know what? There's something I want to investigate in Reversal Mountain. My Pokemon are really tough. I'm having trouble with them. Could you come with me? Don't worry. I'll take care of healing our Pokemon. Ready? Let's go. Cool.
Sorry, I'm texting Chris to let him know like I'm streaming, so if he wants to come hang out, he can.
Wait, what?
I was texting my friend Chris that has been popping in lately, and I was just like, hey, if you want to come hang out, I'm streaming.
Oh yeah, I was playing Sonic Generations the other night. He popped into my stream.
He like I said, he was my best friend all throughout high school, and he still is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Him and I don't hang out like at all anymore.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to.
Yeah, I think he ended up going to your stream because I saw that you went live after I did.
Yeah, I was streaming Magic. Wait, no, what night was that? Was that Wednesday?
It was Monday, I think.
Oh yeah, I was streaming wrestling, so he came and hung out.
Yeah.
Him and his sister both came and hung out in my chat while I streamed wrestling.
Yeah.
Usually I don't want to stream against you, but when I know it's something like wrestling that, like, for instance, Paz won't give a shit about,
yeah,
I'm just gonna stream it and not
care.
care.
No, my friend Sean and Paz were hanging out in my chat. It was cool. I'm gonna go get another drink. I will be right back.
Is it a beer? I think I'm gonna catch that. Hi, Paz. Am I wrong? I assumed you wouldn't care about wrestling.
Those people don't. I'm one of those people.
I know. Well, I streamed it on Monday, and Chris and his sister both came and hung out.
No, I was there.
Yeah, I know. I was telling Josh that, because Josh was saying that, like, he was like, yeah, I think you went live after I did, or something like that, because your friend Chris was on my chat and then left. And I was like, yeah, I started streaming wrestling, which he's a wrestling fan. I mean, do you like anyone besides Xavier Woods?
I think it smells good.
Because let's be real, Pause.
Like coffee.
Everyone loves Xavier Woods. He's a good guy. Although there are some funny things about him on the internet. Funny, like, not in a bad way. There was and this is just years ago. It was a thing from like when he was younger.
Being emotionally validated.
There was a women's wrestler who had a bunch of like private videos, quote unquote.
Yuki Soma be emotionally validated.
Also, I remember
And when they leaked, it turned out Xavier Woods was in one of them. But again, it was young Xavier Woods, not current grizzled old veteran dad Xavier Woods, who is the dad of all wrestling gaming. You hear about that, Josh?
Xavier Woods?
So yeah, with Xavier Woods, years ago, and I mean I was in high school at the time.
Yeah.
One sec.
Oh, you got a trap hinge?
Yeah.
You're gonna use Flygon?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think of the name for it. Hey Laura, can you turn it down just a little bit, please? Thank you. No, you're good. No, you can keep it on. No. Or you can have it on. I was just saying you can turn it down a tiny bit.
She's being moody.
Yeah. Years ago, in... I don't even remember... Like I said, I was in high school, so it was like between 2013 2014.
Yeah.
You remember the wrestler Paige?
I believe so. Like it was a cowboy, right?
No, she's...
Oh, it was a girl.
It was a woman.
Okay, yeah.
You're thinking of Hangman Adam Page. You're close. No, her name was Paige. She was a women's wrestler in WWE, and she had a bunch of private pictures and videos leak on the internet. Like someone hacked her iCloud or whatever, and throw them out there. Which include like many sex tapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it turns out in one of them, Xavier Woods was in one.
Oh my god. I mean, hey.
I just thought it was funny.
I mean, hey, more power to him. You know, getting some on the job.
I'm trying to think of what to name this thing, honestly.
Name it Dragonair.
I just named it Fisher. Fisher.
Name it Dragonair because it's a dumb. Xavier as tribute.
Or pause. Fisher. I like Xavier Woods, but he's probably my least favorite member of the New Day. I mean that with as much respect as I possibly can.
How do you measure a buttload?
What do you mean?
They just said buttload, and I'm just like, how do you measure a buttload? We're also watching a virtual anime con thing.
Can you heal my Pokemon, Bianca?
I don't think she does until after a battle. Oh wow! I forgot. I didn't realize Reversal Mountain was like super different.
Yeah, yours is blue, isn't it?
There's just like car parts around.
Car parts?
I don't know. There's like some blue fucking shit.
Yeah, yours I think has blue. Mine's all red and lava. Like.
Yeah.
No, I got a trap bench because I figured it'd help me with Drayden, but it would also just give me a ground type. Yeah. Though these Nummel are also tempting.
It would also give you a fire type too if you got Numel.
I also really like Nummel.
Yeah. Oh, did Sarah message me?
I just plan on. But so I'm actually going to use a Max Repel in here and just try to actually get through this place without battling a bunch of wild Pokemon.
The way she used the Buddha.
I have a Firestone, Josh.
You what?
I have a Firestone.
How'd you get a Firestone? Is it just in?
I don't know. I just have one.
What the fuck?
I've had one. I didn't pick it up in here.
I really could use a Firestone to evolve Travis.
I know you could. I found rock polish. No, I just opened my bag to use my repel and I had a Firestone. Oh, that's not where we want to be, Bianca. It's also not where we wish to be, but whatever. I almost wish she wasn't following me.
Why? Because the double battles are annoying?
Yeah, I just don't feel like having her stupid Musharna in double battles with me.
Marsharna sucks.
Right. I liked how... So, here's a small critique of Black and White 1. Right? I hated how they tried to make it seem like it was a big deal of a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because, like, oh, Team Plasma wants the Dream Mist. And then literally it did nothing else for the entire game.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, actually, also, this Pokemon's not that rare. You can pick it up right here in the Dream Yard you're in. Oh, also, by the way, it's not good.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, so why did we make a story spotlight for it?
I tried to use Musharna and then just ended up on Duocean my first run through Gen 5 because this Duocean's just way better.
I mean, yeah, Reuniclus is a
Yeah,
powerhouse.
Reuniclus is amazing.
I am hard body. You are just Reuniclus. That was a real good line from Shofu, by the way.
It is.
Huh?
Every line he spits is fire, honestly.
Not everyone. If you listen to Pokemon Cypher 2019, I thought most of that rap was actually really bad. But that's because it just wasn't my style.
Yeah.
I like when I can actually understand things people are saying.
Yeah.
And, like, a bunch of the people he invited to be in it, like,
Like
all they want to
rappers.
do is rap really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't understand the words you're saying, I just don't think it's that good of a rap.
Yeah, you just
know what
don't
I
care.
mean?
Yeah, it's not about speed. It's about, like, making the good rhymes. Yeah.
Like,
having a good
GE
flow.
is probably my favorite rapper that he invites to be in them,
Yeah.
besides, like, himself. And it's because GE has, like, very precise punchlines that, like, are usually really fire.
Yeah.
Like, 2016 is probably my favorite one of them. It's between 2016 and 2013. But no one can ever forget when Shofu said, I'm so fly I'm on the cover of that Y version.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Crystal's gotta die. I've been listening to a lot of them too, Pause. Especially Thanos and Oppenheimer. but it's because I think that that battle has like a weird dynamic to it. You've heard that one, right, Josh?
Yeah.
So, here's my opinion on that battle. I'm just gonna share this because I can.
Hype! Hype!
I thought that battle was real good, right?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you go to champs.
My issue is they gave Thanos one insane rap
Yeah.
and then one really meh, and they gave Oppenheimer two solid ones.
Yeah.
And it basically boned Thanos because Thanos' first verse was insanity. And then all of a sudden he's like, by the way, I'm the best dancer in Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, really? Like, bring Fortnite into this? Also, pause. Joker and Pennywise has become one of my favorite rap battles, just in general. I like it a lot.
My favorite part of the Thanatos rap is the parts that Thanatos doesn't speak, because the more I listen to that one, the more I hate Thanatos' raps. And the more
I like the first one.
The more
the first verse.
Yeah.
The first verse was insanity. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like he hit bar after bar after bar, and then it goes to the second verse, and he's just like miss.
I'm
miss.
Fortnite's dopest dancer, and I'm like, fuck you.
Have my name on this win like it's the Thanos copter.
And I'm like, what? Yeah, no, he says that. I'm just like, what? Who cares?
You ain't got no answer for Fortnite's dopest dancer. How will Loki choke you out like my name was throat cancer? Okay, real talk though, that throat cancer line was kind of sick. Like, I heard that throat cancer line the first time, I was like, whoa.
They're doing
body bag this dude?
They're doing a world premiere of the they're talking about the World Ends With You anime on the thing now. I'm so excited.
I don't know, I think I might have told you in pause this before, but my actual all-time favorite rap battle that they've done is Blackbeard and Al Capone.
This bum has so many crumbs in his beard he could be ruined eating lunch for a month.
Ruined his silly lunch for a month. One more Superman that is never gonna walk again. Yes, pause. I remember that line. Because everyone heard it and immediately cringed.
We're never getting a 22, you stupid fanboys. We're never getting it. Don't ask for it.
What was it? The other... So a couple other battles I absolutely adore, right? Jack the Ripper and Hannibal Lecter will always be one of my favorites. I just think it's... I don't know, it's something about how good Dan Bull pulled off with the Jack the Ripper character to me. Like, Lecter was fine and it was creepy, but like, the way Jack the Ripper got played, to me, made it better. Because like, you know me, I love unsolved crimes and shit. Like, that's just my thing. Jack the Ripper was very much a showboat, and he was like, oh yeah, he brags about himself. He's like, people need to know who I am. Like, I am the Ripper. Yeah. You know, and like that's after someone else gave him that name.
Yeah.
But he just like he took it and ran with it, and like, he was like, yeah, I did this. And the way that they had Dan Bull do that entire first verse all about just bragging about who Jack the Ripper was, it was so good. I was over the moon. I don't even know where the hell I'm supposed to go in Reversal Mountain right now.
Did I go the complete wrong way?
I think I did too, so...
Oh,
let's look at the map of Reversal Mountain.
Well, this is really weird. I ended up choosing this guy who who has 3 Pokemon for a rotation battle, and now even though I have Bianca, I'm fighting a rotation battle.
Okay.
I hope the anime doesn't just retell the game. I hope it's like a direct sequel. Alright, if you want your other Scraggy to get bodied by an Electro Ball, go ahead. Body bag! Body bag!
No, because if I go that way, I won't have Bianca anymore.
I mean, you have... The fact that you get Bianca here makes me think like you have to go that way. You know what I mean? Ryan?
Yeah, I'm trying to read a guide to see if I can get any inkling as to where I'm supposed to be going.
Can we get like a preview at least of the Animu?
Found where Heatran would be.
Hey, hey.
Did you send it to me, Pause, or to the thing?
Are you fucking serious?
Pause, where are you putting the thing in Discord General?
Why is this real?
Oh. I thought she was helping us. I'm more mad that she wasn't actually helping us.
Thanks, Pause. No, it's fine. Man.
You know, I saw it. That's not the point. I thought you were sending us like a map to Reversal Mountain that would get us out of here.
It's fine. I don't mind wandering around a little bit. Levels are a good thing to always get.
I mind it because I just hate being in here.
I usually hate being in caves, but the fact that we're getting Bianca to heal us, like, makes it fine.
I mean, I'm gonna body this team. Bruh. Look at this, look at this.
Espeon.
Espeon and Swanna with Sableye.
And
right there,
Sableye. You're just like, get fucked.
I'm gonna fucking eat you. You're hyped over Creeper Crunch things? I thought you were a sane human being.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be pissed at this OST if they don't have a lot of the original OST for The World Ends With You in this anime. Oh my god, one of the guys is wearing an Audio Slave
Well, you
shirt.
said hype, Buzz, so I thought you were excited for it.
It's kind of just dumb. It's kind of dumb and so very silly. Of course, they're gonna have Minecraft cereal.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it just Apple Jacks with fucking marshmallows in it? That's what it looks like.
I'll eat it.
What?
I'll eat the things that aren't marshmallows.
Does it have sugar in it? Because I'll eat it if it has sugar in it.
Dude, Frosted Cheerios are the shit. Josh, what's your favorite rap battle?
It's really hard. There's so many good ones.
Pause, have you ever heard of video game rap battles?
Am I a bad person if I say it's Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg?
No, I thought that one was solid. It wasn't like my favorite, but I thought it was solid.
I like go through phases where one specific one is my favorite, and right now it's that one.
High key, the best video game rap battle is Eggman and Bowser. throwing that out there. I think that battle is insane, especially Bowser. I thought Bowser was so good. But if we're going off of his Pokemon ones, his Pokemon rap battles is Infernape and Blaziken. Because he got ShoeTube to come in and fucking be Blaziken. Thinking you could rap battle with Blaziken.
Can they just show us some fucking footage? Because that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I love that battle. But I love that battle because T-Pain's in it, like Mosley. Listening to T-Pain just sit there and sing his entire verse is fantastic.
Wonder Woman and Stevie Wonder is good.
Like I said, I love that battle mostly because they just were like, we got T-Pain.
A plot so thin even I can see through.
It's not a superstition. I believe you got this. Not
Even your tiara's
coming
coming back from this.
Fucking T-Pain.
His lines are straight fucking fire.
Side note about T-Pain, if you've never actually heard him just sing without autotune,
Yeah.
Look up the Masked Singer Season 1 Monster. Because it was T-Pain, like, he won the entire season.
Yeah, oh god, what did I
T-Pain
do?
can sing. Like,
Yeah, oh god.
T-Pain can sing, Josh.
Then why does he use autotune? Because he can?
He did it because at the time when he started it was hot.
Yeah.
But, like, literally if you look up the song, because he didn't even just sing rap songs, like, he was singing, like,
Yeah.
what was it? He was singing Train, I think it was.
Your bald has been on Amazon Prime.
Like, the dude was singing, like, absolute bangers.
2021. We have to fucking wait, we have to wait.
I'm trying to think of songs he was singing. He was singing,
I know, usually when they announce anime like this, it's usually like, oh yeah, it's coming out this season or next season.
Yeah, but I think this is like.
Hold on. I'm gonna look this up real quick and I can tell you some of the songs he was singing, because I want you to understand, like, how different it was for T-Pain.
Yeah. I hope there's actual money in this.
So Josh, he was singing, Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. I Don't Wanna Be. You know that song? I don't want to be anything other than what I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, American Woman by Lenny Kravitz. Stay With Me by Sam Smith. And, like, it was so good. I'm telling you, if you want to hear, like, good singing, go look up T-Pain singing.
I'm sure, yeah.
I was amazed. I mean, pause. The best part of that entire battle is at the end when fucking Michael Bay comes in and goes, "Motherfucking money."
I got that dollar, y'all. Even make Mark Wahlberg make that motherfucking money.
Set up shop.
Toru. Hi, baby girl.
Or the another good verse from that was Tarantino. That's his name.
Yeah, don't send this anime to Netflix jail, fucking please.
When they had Tarantino do his verse,
I will be so
that
fucking
was
depressed if
I wonder who is gonna get the rights.
Square. So who knows?
They have a manga division, so I wonder if they have established.
Oh, I really liked God damn it, pause.
Not, because it probably goes.
I really liked what was it? Stephen King and Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Did you know that Edgar Allan Poe's death is considered a cold case?
Yeah, they have no idea how he actually died. Yeah.
There was a BuzzFeed Unsolved did an entire episode on him because, you know,
Yeah.
it's Edgar Allan Poe. And the whole thing behind it that they kept trying to say was, this is such a weird cold case in the sense of every one of our theories could be true or false all at the same time.
And we'll never know.
Right, like, the theories were like he was caught up in a cooping scam, which back in the day was you'd have gangs that wanted to influence the polling, because he's found outside of a polling hall, and like he got beaten up and then forced to change into different clothes to trick the staff at the voting booths.
Yeah.
And the trick is that they would make you, like, they'd give you a thing of alcohol after every single time you voted.
Yeah.
And at that point in Poe's life, Poe had sworn off of alcohol and become, like, anti-alcohol, like, he became against it.
Mm-hmm.
So drinking as much as he would have done in that situation would have poisoned his brain and given them, like, the tumor and stuff that he had when he died.
Yeah.
And then, like, another one was that his fiance's brothers found him because they didn't want him in the family, and they beat the crap out of him and caused his brain to swell. Like, there are a lot of theories about it, and a lot of them are pretty awful.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I love Poe, and I love Stephen King, so it was like, for me, that was just a dream battle. Yeah. Jordan and Ali was good. I liked the other Key and Peele one better with Gandhi and MLK. But for more reasons of Gandhi saying the phrase, "I don't give a fuck," because it sounded really funny. Out of anyone to say it, Gandhi. It reminded me of playing Civilization 5 when you make Gandhi be a warmonger.
You know why he's a warmonger in those games, right?
Because they tried to set him so passive that he ended up becoming aggressive.
Yeah, because the game was not balanced properly, and he literally made him the most aggressive by setting his passivity to 0.
It doesn't make it any less funny to me though that you just, like, all of a sudden Gandhi's got nukes and he's dropping nukes on people.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the logic that he's like, we could find true inner peace when I blow your head off. Yeah, that's a good one. I think Frederick the Great had probably the best verse in it, though. Because, I don't know, I think it's one of those things where Lloyd just plays some characters very, very well.
Yeah.
And I think he played Frederick the Great really well.
Yeah.
What did you think of Bill Nye and Isaac Newton?
That sucked.
I liked it, but mostly because of Neil deGrasse Tyson coming in.
I thought Bill's Nye's were so like the reason I didn't like it is it, like, Bill Nye's verse and like verse.
Yeah, they got Weird Al. Sorry, pause said the fact that they got Weird Al.
Bill's not. Yeah, Weird Al was so great, but that's brought down by how awful Bill Nye's verse was. You know,
I liked it because they made it basically as bad as people would have expected Bill Nye to actually be rapping B.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they had Neil deGrasse Tyson come in to save him. Astrophysics black guy.
Planetary fly.
That was what I mean. Like, it was just so good because it was like Neil deGrasse Tyson just comes in and he's like, astrophysics black guy.
No, I remember seeing that for the first time and seeing Weird Al. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like,
and then, like, Peter and Lloyd did their little, like, behind the scenes thing. They're both like, we love Weird Al. And the fact that he was on this battle was a dream.
I mean, yeah. I, like, can't believe they got him.
Yeah. What is he, Josh? The astrophysics black guy.
Hidden planetary fly.
I just thought it was so funny. I love Frederick Douglass's entire verses in that battle.
I don't like that one.
Well, so I have issues with it, but it's a rant I can go down if we really want.
Oh, they're actually showing shit.
I like that one, pause.
They're actually showing a trailer.
Okay, I'm gonna go down this rant for a minute anyway, because I don't think it hurts anything to do so.
Like,
hold on, they're showing the Twelly trailer. They're showing the Twelly trailer.
So
this is important. Hold everything.
No, it's not.
It is very important. Shut the fuck up.
So basically, my opinion about things like... I'm trying to think about the most delicate way to say all this, because there's a lot to say, and a lot can go wrong with how I have to say it. But I've had a very strong opinion about battles like Frederick Douglass and Thomas Jefferson, or Obama, Romney, Trump, Hillary, Bruce Jenner versus Bruce Banner.
Ah!
And the opinion
I'm so
is
excited.
that I think it's
go.
important to express issues and cover issues. I think it's less important to do it within your content. And by that I mean, like, especially in the case of Hillary and Trump and or Obama and Romney, I think it was wrong of them to put their political views within their content like that. Because they're like subliminal, and I'm not trying to say this is exactly what they're trying to do, but it's like they're almost like subliminally trying to tell you, like, hey, vote Democrat. And by that I mean, if you literally watch it, like, one of them, it was literally the Trump and Hillary one. At the end, Lincoln, like, says nothing bad about Hillary, and then just, like, bodies Trump. And granted, things have turned out in the way that he was kind of right. That being said, I don't think that they should have done that. And that's the same thing with, like, Douglas and Jefferson. Like, I understand that they needed to make the statement of, hey, racism is wrong at the time, because it is. Slavery is wrong. I don't know if, like, just having Jefferson completely bow down to Douglas is the right way to do it. And the Bruce Banner and Bruce Jenner thing,
Yeah, that one's among one of my worst, one of the ones that I hate the most.
I don't know if you heard any of the thing I was just saying.
I did.
Yeah, and that one's the epitome of they tried using their battles to make a statement. And I'm like, I'm all for people trying to convey certain things they want to in their content, but I don't think you should ever try to push your agenda onto people. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say, again, not trying to say that's what they were trying to do. But, like, you know, like, I'm all for supporting transgender people. I want to point that out. I am. I don't think having an entire rap battle where the Hulk gets like three verses or 3 lines in,
Yeah.
and then Caitlyn Jenner gets a half an hour, or at least it felt like. I don't think that was right. I think that was pretty hard on the side of no. The artists in TMNT were fine. I honestly just didn't like that they gave the Turtles what felt like a lot more time than the artists. And that's a lot of my issues with a lot of the battles. It's just like certain ones, they're like, they lopside it really hard.
Yeah, as far as the time's concerned.
Yeah. If you look at that one, the artists in TMNT, the artist's second verse was like, they each said like a line, I think. And then it went to TMNT and they got to do like an entire verse, and it was kind of like, alright. Whatever.
Yeah. What the shit?
Also, for reference, I just want to say the Hillary and Trump rap battle, Trump won. He said some real funny shit. I don't care if it was Trump, it was real funny. Right, Josh? It was funny.
Yeah, I can guess why you would say that. I guess I can see why you could say that.
I think...
I kind of... I agree with that.
I think they had bad taste, too.
I agree with Fives. Like, they could have at least used her actual name and not her fucking dead name. Not like maybe if she wasn't alive, maybe like putting it as Bruce Jenner because like that's who she was when she won the Olympic medal and that's who she's famous for, then okay, maybe. I still don't agree with it, but I can at least see it. The way that they did it, I'm like,
they did it, and it makes sense to me, and that's why I don't really have a problem with that per se. It's because it was supposed to be the Battle of the Bruces. Like, it made sense. My issue with it is I think them making...
Then they should have left her being transgender out of it completely if they wanted.
Correct. My problem is how the transformation happened mid-battle. Like, with the Hulk, yeah, you're gonna do that because it's the Hulk. Why did you have a Hulk-like transformation for Bruce to become Caitlyn? I'm sorry, that was in very bad taste.
It just makes it seem like you think trans people are monsters.
And in reality, they were trying to support trans people with it, which is the other like weird thing about the whole thing.
I am fucking lost.
Because like they were trying to support trans people with it, which is great. Like, you know, I'm all for it. But again, I just think the way they went about it was pretty not okay.
Are we supposed to go through the area with Kayla with I found this.
You have to go past the thing with Heatran.
Yeah, it was a dead end, I thought.
Not for me. I kept going down and I kept going.
Okay, I'll have to.
I think yours might be a little different from mine though because of the versions. So you might have to go up and around. But I don't know. My biggest issues with a lot of the rap battles is just like I feel like some of them they're trying to make statements in and not actually like quote unquote entertain. And again, it's their content.
They can do
their choice to do it.
I think I agree with you, Ryan. If your point is they can do both, and I feel like they didn't do both here.
I feel like in any of the times that they made a statement, they didn't do both. They just were like literally with the Trump and Hillary thing. And I hate to use that as my prime example, but it is because it just was so obvious.
Yeah.
There was a way for you to paint them both as legitimate characters and like still using their thing.
Yeah.
Right? Without straight up just be like basically at the end being like, hey, vote this one because this one's like a monster. It's like we didn't need you to tell us that Trump was kind of a monster.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there. Like we didn't need them to tell us that. And they felt like they needed to. And that was where I was like, eh.
Yeah.
And like I guess I can use Obama and Romney as another example. That one to a much lesser degree.
Yeah.
But like a lesser degree in the sense that like
I found the way to Mandela Town finally.
Like Lincoln in the end, he supported Romney but didn't like full on say go Romney. And he was more into Obama the whole time. That was about it.
Is the little one fussing? I think I can hear her fussing.
Yeah.
Ryan's like, I'm trying to like ignore her and hope she'll go to sleep.
I think she did. Laura and I are both like looking at each other, kind of like, back to sleep.
The game takes a while to complete, Molly. This game's like a 40 to 50 hour game.
Okay, I'm in Mandela Town.
I am too, thank God.
Was I right when I said go up and around?
Yeah, you were.
I just knew that there was one big difference between our mountains. And like for me, I knew I had to go down because I ended up finding the way. Trying to think of like actual like just good battles. That's the other thing with the Epic Battles history. I don't think there's that many like close ones. You know? Actually, Josh, you know what's one battle I was never really that crazy about?
What?
Sherlock and Batman.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that a lot.
It had its place. I thought it was fine. I was just never crazy about it.
Yeah.
It was the kind of battle where it was like you hear it once and you're like, all right, whatever. I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. Like, so to me, it was kind of cool that like, especially they referenced the movie kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Gordon Ramsay and Julia Child. That battle was awesome.
Yeah.
Again, I love Gordon Ramsay. That
Makes
was
you
awesome.
the pissiest bitch in the kitchen.
I just love the beginning when fucking Gordon was just all pissed off and he's trying to like do all his pilots for his shows and shit.
Yeah.
I'm accidentally finding all the X-Transceiver locations. Is this apple? Really? You like Pokemon of that type? Apples? Many of them are cute, aren't they? Oops, my colleague's calling me. Gotta get back to work.
Oh, look.
You?
Raimi learned superpower.
Who?
My Azumarill. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Ryan, excuse me?
What?
Growlithe learns Outrage.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Robert learns a lot of random shit. So, my favorite thing about Gordon Ramsay is, like, everyone thinks he's such a dick for shows like Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that. If you watch shows like you said, MasterChef Junior,
when he does the children's show, when he does the shows with kids, yeah, he's super kind to them.
Or if you watch 24 Hours to Hell and Back, he is genuinely one of the nicest people you'll ever see. And I use 24 Hours to Hell and Back specifically because, like, I was watching that, for instance, and he took time out of his day to go to a town for a week, and the town had been devastated by many, like, flash floods and things.
Yeah.
And he took the time to help rebuild the town. And, like, it was beautiful. You know, like, he is such a good person that, like, people don't see it.
Yeah. There's a random, I assume you just got the, yeah, you just faced Hugh. You're facing Hugh as well.
I'm facing pause.
Yeah. Whatever, you know, same diff.
I'm still waiting for one of you two to share the clip of her talking on Morgan's stream.
Right, I kind of forgot about that. I can do that.
I just remembered it right now.
Yeah, I can try to dig that up.
Watch, Boss is gonna comment in chat. You don't need to hear it. You don't need to see it. It doesn't exist.
It was Stardew, right? Right, Paz? You were playing with them, with Morgan. I'm gonna bring out Scully for Embor. Try to take care of this. I don't care, Ryan. I've been using rare candies to keep my Pokemon leveled so far through this run since I had to use them earlier, and I just I don't care I don't care anymore. Semaphore. Pause is like, what the fuck did you just say? No, I was saying you were playing Stardew with Morgan when you were talking on stream, because Ryan still wants to hear your voice.
I was saying one of you two should have clipped it and put it in Discord by now.
Yeah, I should have.
That's all I was saying.
I should have. I just completely forgot about it, honestly.
Fisher, use bulldoze.
You were useless and you suck.
Excuse me, Pause is not useless, and Pause does not suck. Even if she's obsessed with her finding her sister's Purloin. Why did she choose a Hyper Potion? I'm so tired right now.
Wait, why am I signed in under From Junk to Jank? What the fuck is going on?
Are you still streaming under From Junk to Jank right now?
No, I'm streaming from Figleaf Plays, but multi-Twitch came up on Firefox, which I'm signed up for, which I have signed into From Junk to Jank.
Cool. Did From Junk to Jank follow me yet?
What?
Is From Junk to Jank following me?
It should be.
I don't see it. But it only goes back 3 months. I don't know.
I unfollowed so I could refollow there.
Thanks. How could this happen to me?
I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. And life goes on and I'm faded. Whatever. I don't want to embarrass myself by continuing to show everybody that I fucking absolutely remember the lyrics of that song.
You're dating yourself, Josh.
I absolutely am.
How could this happen to me?
Scully, switch out! Go, Scully! My Zoroark was pretending to be my my B-hand.
I love that that's its ability, though.
It's useless in game.
Oh no, it's super funny, though. Actually, it does affect the game, because if you send it out and it looks like something else, they'll try to hit it with a super effective move, and then they'll be like, oh, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I like it when they try to hit psychic moves against Zoroark and it just goes, nah.
Has it learned Night Days yet?
No, I just have Night Slash still.
Night Days, I believe, is like its signature move. Also, can you believe they came out with an entire movie dedicated to it?
They've done that for almost every legend.
But Zoroark's not a legend.
I mean, in every mythical, like almost every mythical Pokemon has its own movie.
But I don't even think it's mythical.
It is mythical.
Is it?
Yeah, because you can't catch it normally.
I think in Black One, White One, I think you might be able to. Anyway, I watched the Watch Mojo countdown of the top 10 fire Pokemon yesterday.
Yeah.
I bet you can't name the top 2.
The top 2 what?
The top 2 fire Pokemon.
Of all time?
Yeah, like Watch Mojo's top 2 fire Pokemon. One of them surprised me. And then immediately helped me realize that it's probably also my favorite fire type.
I mean, like my initial thought is to just say initial thoughts to say Charizard.
That was number 1, to no one's shock.
This is the
Gosh,
same trailer they showed.
They
like
even put it in the hashtag. It's hashtag Charizard.
Hashtag Charizard?
That was in like, so you know on YouTube now they have hashtags?
Yeah.
That was one of the hashtags, was hashtag Charizard. So I was not surprised about that. No, the second place, number 2, surprised me. And like, I guess it makes a little bit of sense now that I think about it, but it's still, I thought it was pretty surprising.
Blaziken?
No, that was like number 6. I was like, what? The firefighting type they tried to push to the moon like Charizard?
Infernape?
Which one did you say?
Infernape?
That was even lower than Blaziken, but still in the top 10. Number 9 was Typhlosion.
I mean, Typhlosion's not, like, great, honestly, in comparison.
Right, that one surprised me. I was like, why is that even on here? You know what was right below Typhlosion that made it even funnier?
What?
Ho-Oh.
Oh, it's
Ho-Oh
better.
was number 10. It was number
Fuck
10.
you, Watch Mojo. Ho is better than Typhlosion.
I think it was like, number 10 was that, number 9 was Typhlosion, number 8 was like Infernape.
Listen,
I think Houndoom was in there somewhere.
Listen, I know that I know that Typhlosion sucks, but I love him anyway because I'm me.
Naveen? Thought that was fun. You can listen to music if you want, babe. I think I'm just going into Boomy for this.
So I just need a Firestone, then I can like have my fully evolved team.
So I'm trying to pull up the list so I can tell you, because I remember at least the top 2 or 3. So if I could pull up the list real quick, I can at least read the rest to you in order.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck number 2 would be then, if it's not Blaziken.
I don't even know if you would know. I was surprised, though.
It's not a starter, right? Ryan?
It definitely was.
It definitely was a starter?
It was. It was a starter.
That makes no fucking sense to me.
Do you want to know?
Unless they put fucking Delphox or Embor as number 2.
They did not.
What, Incineroar?
Yeah, Incineroar was number 2. I was like, what? I mean, I'm in. I think Incineroar is dope, but like, really?
I think it's dope that he's in Smash Bros. Like, come on.
Me too. And then it helped me realize that Incineroar might just be my favorite fire type, just in general.
He's like one of my he's one of my favorite concepts for a Pokemon. Molly absolutely despises him, and I just don't understand it.
So number 10 is Ho-Oh. I have the video up, and I'm just like playing it silently to skip through to the different numbers.
To be fair, Molly is also very much entitled to her opinion and can enjoy other Pokemon as much as she enjoy or hate Pokemon as much as she wants.
Number 9 is Typhlosion.
That still confuses the ever-loving shit out of me.
Number 8 was Entei.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And to be fair, the movie with Entei was dope. I don't care what anyone says. That movie was pretty good.
But Ho-Oh is underneath Typhlosion.
And Entei.
It's a tiny coffee maker. It's a tiny whisk.
Ninetales was number 7.
They're making a tiny frappuccino.
You heard that one, right, Josh?
No, I didn't.
7 is Ninetales.
Okay.
Number 6 was Infernape.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have to keep like tabbing through it. Moltres was number 5.
Moltres kind of blows, honestly, in
I
comparison.
agree. I don't know why it was that high, but it was.
What is going on?
What's going on?
What the
Blaziken was number 4.
What the?
And then number 3 was Arcanine.
Okay.
Do you know what the according to Watch Mojo, do you know what the top dark type was?
If it's not Darkrai, I'm gonna riot.
It was Darkrai. I was very happy.
I mean, Darkrai is the choice, the only choice.
Oh yeah. I will say I did watch a video about Darkrai that like made me love it and hate it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, there was this guy and he was counting down his top 100 Pokemon, right? And he gets to Darkrai, and he basically... I'm going to word this exactly as I have to, because I don't think there's another way for me to be able to say it. It basically sounded like the guy was stroking himself while he talked about Darkrai.
Oh, Darkrai. Darkrai, oh.
It's like, Darkrai isn't just my favorite Pokemon, it's my hero. Like, dude, you need to fucking get a life then. I was like, dude, you can't just sit there and jack off to Darkrai.
I mean, you can, but keep that Rule 34 shit away from me.
I was like, I like Darkrai as much as the next guy. I ain't sitting there beating off to it. But like, literally, if you watch the video, the dude sounds like he's just sitting there beating off. And I was just amazed, dude. I was like, what is happening? The guy's sitting there, he's like, Darkrai. And I'm sitting there like, oh, okay.
Ryan, do you know The Lonely Island?
Yeah.
So... No, so do you know Falcor versus Atreyu, that track?
No. Can't say I do. Should I? Josh?
So, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Watch this. It's only like a minute long. That's the guy talking about Darkrai.
God. I'm scared now. So basically, if I can find the video, I will... It's like maybe like a 10-minute rant from the guy about why he loves Darkrai.
Oh my god.
He's like, Darkrai has the best character arc in any Pokemon movie, and I'm like, I mean, yes, I'll give you that, I guess. Between him and Entei, I bet. Because Entei is pretty solid.
Atreyu!
But, you know, again, whatever, sure.
Let me know when you've watched that so you can understand what I mean.
I mean, I'll watch it after the stream. Like, I physically cannot watch it right now.
Oh.
At least on my computer, because if I do, it'll bog down everything.
Oh yeah, it's only like 29 seconds. That's why I was saying. It's fine.
I mean, I could probably mute myself on stream real quick and just put it up on my phone, but... You know, I just died watching that top 10, though, and I was like, really?
Watch Mojo sucks.
I was like, you rank Incineroar number 2? Which, again, I think Incineroar is dope. Not throwing shade at it. I just was like, really? Out of any fire type?
Watch Mojo sucks.
I actually want to go watch a bunch of their other top 10 Pokemon videos just to see how wrong they are.
Wait, there's Cavilla just kind of hanging out.
You can go catch him if you walk up to him.
Oh.
Yeah, you can catch him if you want. Actually, you know what was so their Dark type top 10 they did was decently head on.
To be fair, there's not half as many Dark types as Fire types.
But they're all good. That's the difference, Josh.
There's a lot of shitty Dark types.
No, there's not. Fuck you.
No, Fire types, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. I was like, fuck you, Dark types are insane. There were a few changes I would have made. And, like, I love Sableye. I probably would have just given Sableye number 10, though. Because as much as I love it, I don't think it's actually the best Pokemon out there. I personally, I agree with Darkrai being number 1, right?
Yeah.
But I forget what number 2 was, but I would have made number 2 Hydreigon.
Yeah.
And they made that, like, number 8. It's like, that's a little low. I don't think Hydreigon needs to be that low. Because I think Hydreigon being the only, like... I don't want to say the only Dark-type pseudo, but it's, like, one of 2.
Yeah.
The other one being Tyranitar, which was also on the list.
Yeah.
It's like... One of them should have been number 2, and I don't think either of them were. Tyranitar might have been, but I don't think he was. And then, like, Incineroar was also on that list, but I think Incineroar was, like, number 6 instead.
Yeah.
Like, and then Weavile, it was a bunch of actual good Dark types. It was just, like, a little out of order for my taste. And also, again, I probably would have put Sableye at number 10, just me. Excuse me. This is so much story BS.
You got to the next town already?
Yeah.
Did I go away I wasn't supposed to, then?
Did you go up a bunch of stairs?
No.
I walked across sand, then took a left up some stairs, and then made it.
There's a chance I might be lost, then.
Good job.
And right now I'm trying to catch Cavalion.
Oh no, you're going the right way. It's right after Cobalion. Like, literally, if you go up past Cobalion and take a left, it's right there. So if you found Cobalion, you're there.
The only bad thing is I didn't get Ultra Balls.
I'll give you some Ultra Balls.
Or I don't have Hyper Potions or anything to, like, tank Cavillion's hits forever.
I heard Drayden wrestles his Pokemon to toughen them up. Hey, Bianca, I heard that's abuse of your Pokemon. Just make Drayden's training method dark. This is how Drayden toughens up his Pokemon. That's abuse.
I forget, does Sacred Sword just ignore stat changes?
I don't remember.
Because I've cursed 4 times and Sacred Sword's still doing the same amount.
Well, maybe Josh, you should stop cursing because it's not good for people to hear you. Yeah, I'm proud of being able to make these jokes at you.
Yeah, Sacred Sword inflicts damage ignoring the target's defense and evasion stat changes. Okay.
Oh shit. Again, I found another accidental X-Transceiver spot. Hi, Apples? Really? See this music often? Blah, 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 blah. My colleague called me back to work. Thank you, bye. Oz, what do you want? What's up? Have you seen Team Ozma anywhere here? I heard a rumor to that effect. There they are. It's Zinzalin! I want to know how the world works. Listen, Pokemon are nature. Laws of civilization. Humans who are used to civilization don't relate. Of course, both nature and civilization are important. I am great. But what will happen to a world taken up by Team Plasma? People will be forced to throw out Pokemon, product of civilization. I want to know what that looks like. And I want to enjoy it. Pause hits the anime pause. Shut your mouth! All I want is to get back a stolen Pokemon. Apples, give me a hand. You ready? I guess. Just to let you know, you're about to feel my rage. Is that not cringy, Josh?
It is.
Just so you know, you're about to feel my rage. It's like, what? Dude, you're ruining it. You were being all badass. And then, you're about to feel my rage.
I caught Kabylion in a Pokeball.
Were the hands all over your Pokeballs? Hey. Hey. Hey.
Kabylian's actually going to be a great fucking addition. If I do end up deciding to use it. I have to be very careful about who I replace with it, though, or else I'll have my same problem with the, I might end up replacing Growlithe, actually.
Do you need a fire type?
I mean, Kabylion kind of covers the same spots that... The spots that Kabylion cover, that Arcanine covers, like I have covered elsewhere.
Wait, do you have any outs to Drayden right now?
Not really.
Is it just the outrage on Arcanine?
It's still a Growlithe.
You get my point. So I believe you can buy a Firestone at the mall. Which the mall is right next to Opelousas. So if we make it to Opelousas, you can walk. To Zinzalin! I wish the AI was smart enough to switch out right now. You know why?
Why?
Because Paz is sitting here with a Superior against a Golbat and a Cryogonal. And this Golbat's bodying you with Acrobatic.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm over here choosing Shadow Claw. But because I'm a Sableye who's not using priority, I have the slowest movement.
Don't you have the ability that makes it so your shit goes last?
Yeah, that too. I forgot about that, but yeah, that.
It doesn't even make your stuff more powerful, right? You just go last.
I just go last.
Etsy has double Masters pre-orders on the website for $300 for a box.
I don't actually think that's that bad.
That's actually a really good price. They're pre-ordering the VIPs for $100.
Yeah.
They far the fuck away from those VIP packs.
Right? One of these days, I just want to get a box of collectors. Because I enjoy collector boosters.
I mean, if I replace Growlithe with Cabillion, I don't really have an out to grass types anymore. But I don't really feel like I have to worry about grass types. Bug types get dealt with, bug types just get dealt with. Bug types don't matter. Grass types don't really matter. Ice types I can deal with, Ice types I do have other outs too. I would have Cabillion for that. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I just, use Cabillion over Growlithe.
I think you need Growlithe at least for Drayden.
I mean, also keep in mind that, the Dragon-type moves are going to do half as much to Cabillion anyway, because it's Steel-type.
I mean, yes, but, it just doesn't hit back is the problem. That's more or less what I'm trying to get at here, is I don't know if you actually have an out to Drayden, because I just don't think you can damage him the way you need. I'm over here, and I'm worried about Drayden. I have a Flygon, and that's my only out. And I think 90% of the Pokemon in that gym outspeed Flygon.
Retaliate, Ironhead, Helping Hand, Sacred Sword. See if you can learn any of the TMs that I have, Cabillion.
Did I tell you the goof I had on Sableye?
No, you didn't.
I accidentally deleted the Dark type move I had.
Oops.
So now I'm trying to get Sableye a higher level so I can learn Foul Play.
Jeez, Cabillion just literally can't learn any HM I have.
We'll play it then. Get back here! My Buzz. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center. I feel so tired today.
I mean, yeah, you had a shitty day at work. It's understandable.
I had a shitty day at work. It's been a long ass week.
Truth.
Not really looking forward to next week. Whatever. My boss hasn't given us a schedule yet for next week too.
That's really annoying.
Yeah.
So you don't even know what time you're working on Monday.
Well, basically the only thing we need to know is who's got what lunch. Because yeah, she's making us do scheduled lunches now, by the way.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, who's got what lunch? Who's on drive up if she said scheduled out? She didn't this past week. And who's working Saturday? I.e., who gets to leave early, probably 1 or 2 days this week.
Yeah.
I think it's just one. Because it's one of those things where we all know that we're all working at least 5 days this week, if not 6.
Yeah.
I swear to God, though, if she puts me on 6 again, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I just did 6 days last week.
Yeah.
And like working 6 days and then getting 1 day off, and then coming right back into 5, just like murders your body.
Yeah.
Like you just feel exhausted. You don't really want to do anything.
Yeah. Like getting a day off during the middle of the week doesn't even really help all that much.
I mean, I didn't even get one of those.
Yeah. All you got was a half day.
Yep. Which I mean, I was all for.
Yeah.
But you know, it would have been nice to have an actual day off. But the problem is, with the way everything's working right now,
Yeah.
if you take the full day off instead, you lose hours.
That's super dumb.
So it's like, why would anyone in their right mind say, "Yep, I'll take less hours"?
Did you guys get paid for a full day on Saturday like we do?
No, we get paid for 4 hours. I was trying to just like investigate the village bridge real quick, and then I accidentally ran into a trainer who has the Sunflora.
What the hell is this? Actually, I think you're right. I don't think a billion fits into my team as well as I thought it might initially fit in.
Yeah, that was the only thing I was trying to point out. It's like, as nice as it would be to have Cobalion, because like he's strong, it's like you need, I think, a way to deal with Drayden.
Yeah, because I'm fighting a Heracross and struggling right now.
Yeah, it's like Arcanine's kind of just like the best thing to have. This Sunflora killed my Sableye. I am amazed. Have you done anything with Animal Crossing?
I've just logged in most days to do my dailies, that's it.
I haven't done my dailies in a while.
I mean, that's fine. You could probably got plenty of playtime out of it anyway. Even if you completely stop playing.
I did. Part of me wishes I didn't stop playing, but I just become very tedious.
That's how Animal Crossing usually ends up being for me.
But my thing is, I actually very much enjoy like holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up getting back on it closer to like Thanksgiving maybe and Halloween.
Yeah. Fuck, what the shit?
What? Josh? Why did you say fuck what the shit?
My screen's going vertical again.
Oh,
Not
that's
horizontal, I mean.
weird.
Weird.
I think
So-
Pokemon Center's on the other side of the bridge.
So when do you want to go until?
I don't know. Like, no matter what, I feel like we're gonna have to do 1 or 2 more streams out of this.
I feel like we're gonna have to do 2.
Yeah, like I'm saying, at worst case, maybe 3. If you want, we can stop after 2 hours. It's fine with me.
Yeah, I can tell you're kind of getting tired, that's why I asked.
Oh, I am blasted, but there's a chance that even after we get off, I might play like a little bit of Magic Online. That's my kind of wind down for the night.
Yeah.
I hate fucking Durant.
It should be, you said I should be able to get the Firestone in the next town, right?
At Opalucid City.
Is that the next town? No.
We have to go through Village Bridge. It's the next city with a gym. How's that?
Yeah, it works for me.
I hate fucking Durant. I tell you that. I mean it even more right now than ever. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get wiped by a goddamn Durant, Josh. And I'm actually mad.
Oh my god, I am a fucking idiot, Ryan.
Why?
I could have got one in Lamentis Town.
I mean, you can always lend him this time, you can always go back.
I don't have a flying type, so I have to run back. I have not caught a Pokemon this entire game yet that can learn Fly.
Let's see. There's a chance, Josh, I make a variant of Nightfall to play in paper, but I don't have vials at the moment.
Oh wait, I mean you're supposed to
What?
have vials.
Yeah. What do you mean, hi? What did you say that for?
Oh, because I have them, because I own them.
Oh,
And they're kind of just sitting in a box right now.
I mean, bring them then. I'm pretty sure I own 90% of Nightfall. Look, I own some number of retreats stairs because I opened a lot of Battlefields.
You still have my Night of the Reliquaries.
Yeah, I think I own some number of nights too, but yeah. Like, it's one of those things, I own a bunch of the cards for it, so it's like...
Yeah.
I should at least be able to toss it together. I don't own 4 QVs. I own 2. Do you own any Questing Beast?
I do not.
That's gonna be one problem. I don't own QBs. I own Teferis.
Alright, I am
spamming Teferi.
I am just gonna make the insane... I am gonna do the thing I didn't want to do and run back. It's worth it enough for me to just do it, even though I have to run back 2 towns to go get it.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna call it as soon as I hit 2 hours, which is in 8 minutes?
Oh god.
What?
I just realized something.
What?
You know what that means I have to do?
What?
I have to go back through Reversal Mountain.
Can't you just catch a Pokemon that can learn Fly?
There's no Pokemon around here that can learn Fly that I know of.
Excuse me. I swear to God, you could probably catch like an Unpheasant or something in the grass.
Well, I'm like already halfway through. I'm already halfway through Reversal, so.
Oh, okay. I mean, at least you know the way back.
Yeah, I know. It's just. Oh wait, there's a Woobat. Hopefully a Woobat can learn Fly. Can a Woobat learn Fly?
Swoobat definitely can, so I believe Woobat can. Although it could also be a case of like Zubat to Crobat. Crobat can, but Zubat can't.
Yes, it can learn. It can learn Fly. Yes.
There you go. That's a good thing then. There is no Pokemon Center here. Oh, alright. So we should keep running. Basically, I'm running with the goal of getting to Pokemon Center. Oh, by the way, I just found Virizion.
Cool.
Not catching it.
Virizian's typing is a missed opportunity. Grass fighting.
I mean, I like it. I think grass fighting is a good typing. It's very unique. It's between that and, like, what, Breloom?
Will Virizion just stand there if you come back for it later?
Yeah, just like Cobalion. They won't move. If I was going to catch any of them, which I don't need any of them because I have Lucario, it would probably be Terrakion.
Terrakion's sick.
I think Terrakion's design is dope.
Terrakion's the best one out of all of them by a long shot.
Wish I had Keldeo.
Oh, do I need a Pokemon with Rock Smash too? Are you fucking serious?
For what?
To get to the hill behind this... To get to the hill behind this Pokemon Center.
I'm actually just gonna go to the Pokemon Center and heal. And, just end the stream there.
Sounds good.
I don't know how late you're planning on going, Gosh, or if you're planning on streaming something else out instead.
Probably not tonight.
I'm fine with staying on Discord and hanging out if you want for a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
Cool, Squidward can learn...
I'm probably ending this, and I'm probably gonna switch to my other computer so I can get that all hooked up again.
Squidward can learn Rock Smash, cool. I'm getting this Firestone, flying back to where I was, and calling it a day.
Oh, I already talked to you, Joy. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, if you stay on Discord, I'll be back on in like minutes. I just gotta change my computer and everything.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I didn't need to do that. There's another way to get past that. Hey, look, it's a Firestone.
Also, Josh, I have to go to the bathroom. So again, I'll be a little bit, but I'll be back.
Yeah, have fun. I'll see you in a minute. Firestone, use on Travis. Growlithe is evolving into Arcanine. Okay, now that I'm not an idiot that missed the Firestone anymore. Bag. Fly, use. I'm not actually using this in battle, so it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna switch my Pokemon to the 6 I'm supposed to have in my party, and we're calling it a day. Behind. Alright, saved. And we'll see you guys if I decide to stream tomorrow. I don't fucking know yet. We'll see you guys whenever I decide to stream next. Have a good rest of your night. See you later.